for the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Hauls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Made a defender miss. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll try the run. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range and they can take the 3 points on the board.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back. It's a big stat, so I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this is always tough. You drive the ball all the way down the field, have so much success, and then beep, 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 put that thing in reverse. The last 2 plays, this offense got to get back to doing what got him here.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. Fitted in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Riley. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Madsen. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Working the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He's got it on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. inside the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the back. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Montgomery. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Maybe a double pass. Picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Man.
So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Broncos! He shed tackles like a snake, getting rid of his skin.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Hauser. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And back to the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Montgomery. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Going for the big play. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a deep man. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing the ball.
To throw, it's Hauser. Pressure coming. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Pirates. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. Fielded in the end zone, it's Riley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak.
Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Open space at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Boise State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Touchdown, Broncos! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Riles. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Floating away. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Riles. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try the right side. He breaks a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Oh, he makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Gonna run it. It's Sherrod. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Madsen. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Wiles. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And as he throws, it's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you just got to know the situation in the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity.
Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you're
Good game, man.
They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.